Okay, um, so we're gonna be taking on, it's called Hell Gym, Flan's Gym under permanent magma storm. It's like magma hideout, hell room, and run and bun. Except this time we can't even pre-damage, so. I got some good tools for this though. I got a fair amount of ghost types, U-turners, flip turners. All right, let's get my team ready for the first trainer is Kindler Jeff. Um, Samurott, uh, Sceptile, Lantern. Where's my? I think oh, it's in box two. Lantern, Milo, Sharpedo, and Flygon. So it's like mostly box two Pokemon that are coming to this fight. That's kind of funny. Um, okay, Samurott. So let's look at items. Citrus on Samurott. Eject pack on Sceptile. Covered cloak on Lantern. Lagging tail on Milo. Mystic water on Sharpedo. And Lum on Flygon. We need to teach two moves. Rock Tomb to Sceptile. Get rid of Giga Drain. I have a TM for this, so I can get it back if I ever need to. And Flip Turn to Sharpedo. Aqua just kind of niche because we have Speed Boost, so I'm gonna get rid of that. That should be everything I have. Flip Turn on Lantern, Icy Wind, Flip Turn on Milo. Surf Flip Turn, Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Liquidation, First Impression, yeah. So turn 1, this Infernape is 50-50 to, is to either Fake Out or Stealth Rock. They're both +3 on the first turn. It doesn't matter what it does though, because regardless of what combo of moves it go for, we'll always be able to kill this with Surf into Flip Turn. It says Sash, so we never kill with Surf Crit. Okay, it's Fake Outs, that's whatever. Though we do take a little bit of extra damage, but we have Citrus to account for that. It's got rocks here. Citrus was honestly not even really necessary, but whatever. One of the ways to escape from the Magma Storm is to Flip Turn, which is what we're going to be doing here. Drain Punch won't heal it up enough to, so it will still die to Flip Turn. Okay, go into Sceptile. This is going to be first slow kill, which is Ninetales Overheat, since we're faster than everything. This Ninetales also has an eject pack, so to abuse that, we're going to Rock Tomb to drop its speed, and that will activate eject pack. The next slow kill, which is Manectric. Sceptile would be trapped, but we have Leaf Storm Eject Pack, which will both deal a ton of damage to this Manectric and send us out. This can kill with crit, but if it doesn't kill with crit, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't. Go into Lantern, it's gonna overheat here, that's fine. We always take Overheat crit into Ice Fang crit, which is going with next. We have Cover Cloak to prevent both Flinch and Freeze. And we'll always kill with Flip Turn after the Leaf Storm damage, and we will go out. If we crit the Manectric, I would just go directly into my next Mon, which you'll see what that is in a bit. Go into Milo. So nothing kills Milo. The first Pokemon that sees outspeed, out damages Rapidash, because Flip Turn actually does quite a bit more to Ninetales than it does to me. Despite the damage I've taken, yeah. Rapidash is kind of gonna grief here. It's the first turn, and it actually also sees it also actually sees that Flip Turn is the highest damage on it. And how the AI works is that if it's either the first turn or if it's faster and your highest damaging move is a physical move, it will always Will-O-Wisp, which is actually important if it misses Will-O-Wisp here. We'll see about that. Where is my Milo? So it's gonna Will-O-Wisp me here. I want to first Icy Wind this. That's gonna activate Marvel's Kill for me. Thanks, Rapidash. Hell Gem, indeed. We have Lagging Tail so that we're still slower than this Rapidash after the, what you have at the, so that we're still slower than the Rapidash after the Icy Wind, which is important because I want to slow Flip Turn out. Since Marvel Scale's activated now, we always live to play Rough Crit. Go into Sharpedo here. Now that this Ninetales is at, Rapidash is at -1, and after all of the chip damage I did to it with Icy Wind and Flip Turn, Sharpedo now always kills this with Mystic Water, Wave Crash, and we're faster now because we dropped this thing's speed with Icy Wind. Pokemon Schmo. And since we show Fast Kill to Ninetales and Solrock after Speed Boost, it's going to send in Ninetales, which we can just get a free kill on with Liquidation. Solrock comes out last. We could kill this with Wave Crash, but we would die to Recoil, so I need to do this instead. We're a Flip Turn. And go into Flygon. Flygon can take both Rock Slide and Flare Blitz, which I could have gone for either of those two. And we kill with First Impression after the Flip Turn damage. Okay. Good start. So that's one for Samurott, one for Ninetales. No, wait, no. One for Lantern. I don't have a Ninetales. Let's, yeah. Two for Sharpedo. And one for Flygon. Okay, so next up is Axel. This one was a bit of a challenge to get a plan for, but I managed to find a way that works. Okay, so for this one we're going to be bringing, well, actually, Sharpedo again. Sharpedo, Tapu Koko. Staraptor. Lantern. Mamoswine and Lapras. Just to double check something, Sharpedo. Where do I? Sharpedo is faster than this, yeah. So we're gonna bring Mystic Water on Sharpedo again. Eject Button on Coco. Sharp Beak on Raptor. Lagging Tail on Lantern. Eject Pack on Mamoswine. Wait, why do I have Donphan? I'm supposed to have Lapras and Citrus on Lapras. And we need to teach one move, which is a dual Wing Beat to Raptor. Bruce, time for you to go. Mystic Water, Eject Button, Sharp Beak, Wing Tail, Eject Pack, Citrus. So, this Orbeetle is a dual screens like playset. In order to prevent it from setting up screens, though, we're showing it a kill with Sharpedo, with specifically, where's my Sharpedo? We're showing a kill on Sharpedo with specifically Bug Buzz. Sharpedo is very frail, so yeah, there's a lot to us. We're gonna flip turn to do some damage. We're faster and switch out. And we're going to go into Coco. Eject Button Coco. This is admittedly a lot invested just to beat this Orbeetle, but it is very important for how this is going to go. Go into Raptor. After the flip turn damage, Sharp Beak dual Wing Beat always kills. We're also going to take 2 rounds of Magma Storm damage, which is going to be irrelevant. So, yeah, so this is specifically more slow kill because the Muck in the back and same with the Flygon don't quite see kill, which are both faster. So it's gonna go for slow kill, heat more with overheat. It sees kill with just overheat, though I mean it wouldn't really matter if it saw kill a Thunder Punch. To escape, we U-turn out. It is gonna. This says Jaboka Berry, yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Staraptor isn't going to be coming back in. Lantern on Overheat. It's gonna Drain Punch us for some damage, that's fine, we can take it. We're gonna slow Flip Turn, we have Lagging Tail so that we're slower than this. We always live double crit there. And even we're gonna go back into Torpedo, and despite the Drain Punch healing, we always kill with Flip Turn from Lantern into Mystic Water, Flip Turn from Sharpedo. Alright, so we go into Mamoswine. Mamoswine, in the back, there's Muck and Flygon. Mamoswine one-shots both of them, and neither of them one-shot me, so I out-damage both of them. They take less hits to kill than me, so it's gonna go for the first Pokemon that's faster, which would normally be Flygon, which is bad. But since the Muck has a Quick Claw, it sees itself as faster, which means that it's going to be the first one that comes in. I'm pretty sure, at least. It should be. We do one-shot the Flygon through Yachi Berry, for reference. Yep. I don't think we don't technically one-shot it with every roll, but we one-shot with 8th roll, which is what all that matters when it comes to baiting. Headlong Rush Muck. We can always take Drain Punch crit, Headlong Rush eject pack out. If it Quick Clawed, but didn't in that case. Okay, and now we go into Lapras. Now it's just Lastmon Flygon. And Lapras can beat that pretty easily. Ice Beam into Ice Shard. It could protect here, but that's fine. I don't take nearly enough. I'm not nearly low enough in enough HP for that to be a problem. Didn't anyway. I think this Flygon's the first mon in a single battle that has Protect. I might be wrong there, but... Okay. Alright, so... Next up is... Let me first update frags. That's... one for Raptor. Where is my Raptor on this? Oh, there, one for Sharpedo. And one for Mamoswine, and one for Lapras. Alright. Alright, next up is Daniela. I was having a bit of trouble with this one too, but I managed to figure out a line. So we're going to be bringing Marowak. Sceptile. Wait. Oh, I just realized something. Wait, can it? Oh, it can. Okay. Oh, okay, I need to figure something else then. My initial plan for this was that Marowak would lead. The Hitmonchan cannot touch it because it has a really bad move set. That would be in Kabutops would be going for Razor Shell, switching Sceptile, Jetpack, Leaf Storm, but Razor Shell can lower defense, so that means that that could activate a Jetpack. Okay, good thing I caught that now. Okay, I need to think about this. Shed Shell would I had looked at this in the past and Sceptile would still be getting the right bait, slow kill Sandslash. But the problem is that it's random move then, and I don't have anything that can switch in on that well, and I don't have the room to fit an eject button on. I mean, how random is it? Let's see. So it could be like Razor Shell Max Roll Crit, less defense drop. Yeah, so it can definitely be like full random move. That makes it really awkward. Is there some way I could like fit an eject button on? Could it potentially be eject button Samurott? No, that carries too many too many problems. On if I were to teach Giga Drain back to Sceptile, could I use that to get out of Earthquake range if I can just but the problem is that I might also get out of Poison Jab range, and that means that then the baiting would be messed up. Okay, that won't work then. Oh, and also if I don't Leaf Storm, then Sandslash won't come out because it will be the Sceptile won't have its stats lowered. It can't be eject button King Gambit. There's no way that eject button Raptor would work. Could I do... This might work though. Could I do eject button Salamat? No, Salamat doesn't have a U-turn, so that's... No, that doesn't work then. Trying to compress the slots. Miss Maggie isn't using the zoom lens. I can't make it work without that. If I try to get Heat Wave from Armor Rouge on purpose, could I potentially make a line around that? Samurott does always take Heat Wave into Psychic. Plus... And I am faster than both Sandslash and what you have it. But the problem is I think I could still get Sandslash because if I could potentially crit. And there's also defense drop to worry about. Can't go Clear Amulet because I need the... I mean, if this is more friendly, I might be able to make it fit like an eject button mon. I'll at least give it a proper look. Samurott would... Samurott kills the Armor Rouge. I'd have to run Cover Cloak, but that's fine. It will lower its defensive stats, so that means that it might... Okay, and then the Sandslash would come out. It's going for full random move. That's kind of annoying. That's going to be difficult to deal with too, though. If I were to go, like, Sawsbuck instead, maybe... And then eject button mon, that would be like Miss Magius in the back. Though, but Sawsbuck isn't gonna get... Actually, it would, probably, because Horn Leech. I think there's actually a chance I might get Aura Sphere. That's a bit of a problem. Actually, is it? No, that's actually fine. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. If I go like Milo, Flame Orb Milo, I would have to. I would need to tank the first. Wait a second. That's. Oh, I burned it. That's why. Oops. I don't even out damage it, so if recover, never mind, that won't work. I would get guaranteed Earthquake. Is that potentially helpful? Like if I could go back into Sand Slash, and that would give me Pangoro Poison Jab, which that kind of works, honestly. No, actually, Poison Jab into Bullet Punch can kill Miss Magius. Doesn't work, never mind. Hmm. The eject button mon I could bring could maybe be Milo. That's a potential. That's maybe a consideration. There's no way Milo can handle both of these. Especially since it won't be burned. I can't pre-burn because it's a gym. If I could, that might actually work, but less. Okay, I had a thought. If I were to do Crobat lead, which is okay when it comes to the Hitmonchan, there's a decent chance I bait. I mean, Sceptile even really want to take Rock Slide, to be honest. I could if I needed to. And it wouldn't protect because it sees kills, so. Just dual Wiggy Raptor kill Sharp Beak at Wood. Are you taking a Bullet Punch? Okay, wait, this might work. It can be Razor Shell. That's annoying. Okay, I need like a flying type that's better. Wait, could Salamence potentially be it for the lead? Oh, but the problem is Salamence needs Shed Shell, and like that means I can't use Shed Shell and King Gambit. So I'd have to like rethink the line that way too as well. And so Salamence was my bait. Okay, never mind. That won't work. Tornadus. You know, like, the thing is that Salamence would work a lot better. But I don't. I would need Shed Shell on it. So I have to rethink the whole line. Like, anyway. I don't think there's any way to fix the line in its current form. I need to think of a new one. I think Marowak leading to get Kabutops Razor Shell is still what I want. If I were to, like. Sawsbuck would more reliably get Armor Rouge because it is slower than it. I have to Shed Shell though, that's the annoying thing. Okay, I need to do some math on this. Minus 124, it's some storm damage as well. I have to Shed Shell plus. So, Hornleech is healing 43 HP percent, which is 99. 13 minus 28, so I'm at like minimum 149, which would put me in Heat Wave and Aura Sphere range. Not Psychic range though. That might be workable. Defense drop. Actually, I could get defense drop. That doesn't put me in Flame Charge range though. I see. Yeah, this is, I don't want to rush this. This run is, like, way too good to throw on a bad plan. Okay, could Heatwave plus Aura Sphere work for Samurott to switch in on? Oh god, the annoying thing is that Surf into Aqua Jet doesn't kill. I might need a different switch in, water switch in. Maybe Tenta. Well, the problem is that if at any time I try to flip turn this, it will activate weak armor, which. And I can't Shed Shell, I just Shed Shell to the. Jellicent kind of works. It'd be exactly Psychic. I could go into Sharpedo that way. Wave Crash. Well, actually, nope. That won't work because then I'll be up against the BP Pangoros, which because I won't beat Sandslash because I fast kill with Wave Crash. Unless, like, I can, like, bait down the line. I don't think Sharpedo gets any fairy moves. It does not. Okay. That's like, except I'm getting. Jellison would probably get Pangoro knockoff. I don't think Jellison works for this. I mean, I've established like I'm gonna be always getting Armorage. Like, could I maybe use my Jack Button one here for better positioning? Okay, let me think. So it would be like Marowak lead, Sawsbuck, Shed Shell. Let's like recap what the plan looks like. And then Armorage comes out, I'd like go some eject button mon. Then who would I go into? If it something that could kill Armorage and bait exactly fast kill Sands and bait exactly Sand Slash Earthquake, that would be ideal. That's gonna be difficult to find though. And it also needs to be something that learns Flip. Could Barrascuda be what I'm looking for here? I still don't have it. Barrascuda is never going to be able to kill Armorage. No, that won't work then. Okay. Sharpedo's the closest, but it gets me Pangoro, which that's a big problem. Because I can't flip turn on a beast, I could just I could just FUD into the bright powder, and even if I did flip turn, it's random between circle throw and possibly poison jab. Actually, could be knockoff too. Jeez, Sharpedo is frail. Okay. Kingdra is too slow. Samurot's like Samurot's kind of the closest I've got. The fact that this is a range on Armorage is frustrating. Because like I think if I Mystic Water my Samurott, let me do some calcs on this. So it'd be one Storm Tick, Psychic, another Storm Tick, another Storm Tick. So I'd be at 19 HP. It's not like that big of a difference even. That would give me positive effect. Wait, hold on a second. Could this work? If I'm always getting positive effect bulldoze, I might be able to make this work. Not actually that it's not really that much better to be honest. But let me see. Like that's something to at least consider. Okay, so if it min rolls instead, psychic instead, I'm going to be at 39. Which that would still get me positive effect bulldoze. Does Mystic Water? Okay, just barely doesn't. Thank God. I probably would have like just had to go Muscle Band to boost Aqua Jets or maybe Wise Glasses in the scenario. Okay, so we would always be getting positive effect bulldoze from the Sand Slash, but I'm not sure if that even really improves my situation. Because the problem is I can't, like, even if I am faster Sceptile at -1, which I actually am, but the problem is that going in on Bulldoze means it will lower my speed and this jetpack won't work anymore. If my eject button mon were to be, like, Milo, could that potentially work? It actually has a good chance of working. Okay, so like the highest damage you can do is max roll crit Aura Sphere when I'm eject buttoning minus 90, and then I take the storm damage. Oh wait, but bulldoze will lower my speed, and then I won't let the flip turn out. Okay, never mind, that doesn't work either. Yeah, it needs to be a flying type or something. I could go Sawsbuck. That would probably get me guaranteed poison jab. I need to recalculate this again because of this. Okay, so Razor Shell is that. So we're taking one round of Storm. Razor Shell's doing 124, and my healing is 43. And minus 20. So I'm at 149. Bulldoze crit is 66. And it would be another round of Storm. So I'd be at 55. So it's actually just full random move, potentially. Never mind. So that doesn't actually help me at all. If I were to go like. If I were to go maybe Talonflame as my eject button mon, that would definitely get me guaranteed. Oh wait, but I can only switch out once. No, I can't. That won't work either. It would have to be like a ghost type or something that. Wait, actually, oh no, Jellicent. But Jellicent's immune to Aura Sphere. That's the problem. Which would mean I would be taking a Psychic, which I guess isn't the worst. I think I could still end up baiting. I'm definitely never going to be baiting Poison Jab, though. Could Sceptile handle Stone Edge? It actually could. Okay, this actually might be where it's. This might actually be where it lies. I'm wondering actually another one about Flygon. Flygon would actually be kind of perfect because it can take Heat Wave. It doesn't take Heat Wave plus Aura Sphere amazingly, but it's immune to Bulldoze and takes like nothing from both the Stone Edge and Poison Jab, so it would always be Stone Edge. This means I have to commit to scaling U-turn on Flygon. But that is the closest I've got. I'm almost certain that this will work. I can then U-turn. I go into Sceptile on the Guaranteed Stone Edge, Leaf Storm Eject Pack, the Sand Slash, go into Miss Magius Pangaro's last. Okay. I'm not confident, like, I feel like Crobat U-turn would be more valuable of a scale, but I'm not confident that works. Yeah, it does not take Heat Wave well enough. Hmm. I have 8 scales. Where's my scales? I have 8 scales. Like, surely it's fine if I do this to get through this fight. I don't think anything else works. Raptor takes too much from Heat Wave plus Aura Sphere. Salamence doesn't get U-turn. Salamence would be perfect if it had U-turn. Like, it doesn't even learn it in general. It's not like it just can't get it now, even. Okay, I'm gonna scale U-turn on Flygon. I think that's what I kind of have to do. Okay, so it's going to this time be Marowak. Still Marowak lead, Sawsbuck. Flygon. Samurott. Sceptile. And Miss Magius. Just want to double check this. Yeah, okay. I want to one last time before I commit to this. I want to see if Jellicent will work. Like, let's do hard calcs to see if this actually works. So worst case scenario, I get Aura Sphere. I take 1 round of storm damage. It won't flame charge because it is forced to attack. No flame charge wouldn't actually even make a difference. And that would actually be better for me. I have to take a round of storm. So max roll psychic crit is 159. No, it's taking way too much damage. There's no way this works. Okay, I'm just gonna commit to this then. Alright, so for items I want Fit Club on Marowak. Shed Shell on... That's Shell Bell, not Shed Shell. Shed Shell on Sodsbuck. Eject Button on Flygon. Mystic Water on Samurott. Eject Pack on Sceptile. And Zoom Lens on Miss Magius. Okay, I want to double check. There's something else I want to double check. Samurott. Just to make sure Samurott isn't can't die to the Armor Rouge. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't think about this, but there's a chance that Samurott might... Okay, if I were to go... Okay, let me see. If I were to go Liquidation, that would... Liquidation would never kill with... Yeah, Samurott could crit kill this. Oh, I mean Waterfall, I can't. Waterfall's the move tutor. Waterfall never kills with crits. And that would activate Weak Armor. But Aqua Jet still doesn't kill after. Surf could crit kill when I don't take the right damage. Do I still bait Sand Slash Bulldoze at 67? Armor Rouge Psychic Mineral is 118. Okay, it still works. We're good then. Thank God. Though honestly, it would actually be fine because Flygon just doesn't take much because, as I mentioned, okay. Well, that does actually make doing this even better then. Okay, Turn, Knockjet, Leaf Storm, Rock Tomb, Energy Ball. I need to, yeah, there's one move I have to teach. I need to teach, what you have it, I need to teach, oh, it's a TM, not this time. This was always part of the plan, Dazzling Gleam to Miss Magius. I'm gonna get rid of Shadow Ball, I have that as a TM. I don't think I'm going to be using it on anything else if ever. I think there's more of a chance that I could use Skill Swap or Dazzle or Shadow Sneak. I have Horn Leech on Sawsbuck. Yeah, I do. Okay. really hope that this worked. I just want to double check this again. Miss Maggie is against the Pangoro. It's... yeah, Dazzling Gleam shows kill. Hitmonchan's very, very unthreatening. It's got Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, and Fake Out, so Marowak just hard walls it, and since Hitmonchan doesn't have the best physical bulk, I can just one-shot as a Flare Blitz. We don't take any recoil because we're Rockhead. We'll just Bullet Punch us for like almost no damage, and we'll always be baiting exactly Kabutops Stone Edge after. Okay. We can switch out because we're a Ghost type. Not Stone Edge, I mean Razor Shell. Razor Shell does a lot more than Rock Slide because this Kabutops is Sharpness. Go into Sawsbuck on the Razor Shell. Defense Drop isn't going to be a problem anymore because we are no longer a Jetpack, we're Shed Shell. And hey, look, there it is. So good thing. Oh man, good thing that I noticed this. That would have been so bad. Horn Leech, kill this Kabutops. So this should be Armor Rouge, Fast Kill. I'm faster than the other two Mons. Armor Rouge is the only thing that sees Fast Kill, yep. Okay. So I go through Eject Button, Flygon. I can take, it's going to be either Heat Wave. I think it's actually always Aura Sphere now because I didn't get the high roll. I mean Heat Wave. Yeah, it's always Heat Wave now. Go through Eject Button, Flygon. Burn doesn't matter because we're basically just using this as a pivot. Go into Samurott. Samurott can always live because we're Shell Armor. The Psychic's just going to Psychic us for some damage. We can take it. And we never die to that, plus free Magma Storm chips. We don't guaranteed kill that. We don't actually kill unless it crits, but we can just Aqua Jet for the kill. It's really close, but it's fine because it sees both see slow kill, so it's going to be the first slow kill, which is Sand Slash. We can flip turn out on that. Go into Flygon. It's guaranteed positive effect Bulldoze. Okay. Now it should be guaranteed Stone Edge from this. Yep. U-turn. Go into Sceptile on the Stone Edge. We always take Stone Edge crit plus Magma Storm. somewhat miraculously. Leaf Storm eject pack out. And go into Miss Magius. So last up is this Bright Powder Pangoro. What I'm doing right now is I set this up so that Pangoro currently sees that I have a fast kill on it with Dazzling Gleam, which is why I taught the TM. So how the AI works in this game is that if it has a priority move and you show that you fast kill it, it will always click that priority move, even like over everything, slow kills, stuff. And because it's gonna priority bullet punch us, that means it will go before us, which means that then the zoom lens is gonna work. So it means we can go through the Bright Powder. I don't guarantee Dazzling Gleam's a ranged kill, so I won't actually click that. I'm gonna click Draining Kiss to heal up because otherwise double bullet punch crit would kill us. Okay. Okay, I'm very glad that worked. Good thing I noticed the problem with the line and fixed it. It did cost me an extra scale, but I should have enough. It shouldn't really be that big of a deal. Okay. So for frags, that's team's completely different now. So yeah, it's one from Marowak. Where's my Marowak in here? There. Okay. One for Marowak, one for Sawsbuck, one for Sceptile, one for Miss Magius, this is Miss Magius's first. I got this a while ago too. And one for Samurott. Okay, so next up is Gerald, Cool Trainer Gerald. So for this one, we're going to be bringing Togi. Pyroar. Tapu Koko. Skeledirge. Eldegoss. And Sharpedo. Okay. I need to teach one move, which is Crunch to Sharpedo. We don't need Flip Turn for this fight, so I can get rid of it for now. Okay, so I want no item on Togi, eject pack on Pyroar, berry juice on Coco. Berry juice is specifically very important here. Charcoal on Skeledirge. Eject button on Eldegoss. And and black glasses on Sharpedo. Okay. Checked berry juice. And we have crunch on Sharpedo. Yeah, okay. This Emolga was kind of obnoxious to deal with in the builder, but I managed to find a way. I didn't have a great answer for it. I had to like kind of two-slot it in a weird way. That takes a bit out of bit just to start with, but it will all work. So I fake out first. Take a bit of storm damage. Oh yeah, that's right, that bug exists. Shouldn't really matter though. Togi can take Discharge Grip pretty well. We can't be paralyzed because we're an electric type. Okay, go into Pyroar. And we're faster than this. Despite, yeah, we're faster. Overheat Eject Pack. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, and then we go back into Togi. This should be baiting in, since I'm fast in everything, even including the Meow Stick, it should be slow kill Mabostiff Crunch. Since I'm not in kill range of Tinkaton. Yep. That's exactly what I want. It's gonna be going for Crunch exactly. Fun fact about this fight, I think this is the only factor where it matters. Hone Claws is currently bugged. The AI just never looks at it. It doesn't see it as like a real move, so it will never click it under any circumstances. It doesn't matter for my line specifically, but it has messed up some people before, including Terra most recently. So we U-turn the Mabostiff to deal some damage and switch out. An actually fictional move, yeah. I guess it could theoretically click it if you were to PP stall all of its other moves, but it's you're probably not going to do that, especially with a Blaze of Permanent Magma Storm. Going to Tapu Koko, this Crunch will be boosted by Stakeout, which it does have. That is accounted for, though. It just does a lot because of that, but it's all fine. It's accounted for. Berry Juice is very specifically so that if Crunch Max Roll crit plus Magma Storm damage, it would have put me into Take a Ton Fake Out range, which is what's going to be coming out next. But with the Berry Juice, it will never kill, and also but it doesn't heal enough that it means that Take a Ton will possibly not see slow kill. It will still always see slow kill. I Alluring Voice killed them with Boss Diff, which always kills after the U-turn damage. There should be Tinkaton slow kill. Yep. Fake out over kill isn't a thing in this game, so it will be always clicking Gigaton Hammer or Play Rough. Yeah, anyway, so we get where you turn out. Go into Skeletor. Skeletor's just like the perfect counter to this. Because Skeletor just doesn't care about anything this goes for, and I'll just kill it in one shot with Overheat. It also won't set up rocks here because there's only 3 Mons left, which is... Actually, it's not really relevant because I don't think I'd really take enough for it to be a problem, but it's, I guess, kind of nice. It's going to Gigaton Hammer here. That's alright. Regardless of what HP I ended up being at, this was always going to be Meowstic for either outspeed out damage or fast kill. We go into Eldegoss, eject button Eldegoss. This will both eject us out. We can switch out because we're a ghost. This will both eject us out, and it will also lower its speed, which is relevant. Eldegoss can take any crit from this Meowstic and always eject out. This is actually the first time I'm using eject button Eldegoss, which is kind of surprising, but it is really good, but it just hasn't happened to be needed until now. Go to Sharpedo with the speed drop on Meowstic. Sharpedo is now faster, and we just barely kill this with Black Glass's Crunch. And the last mon is a Flareon, which Sharpedo just outspeeds in one-shots with Wave Crash. Okay. Let me go back here. I don't want to... I think that the going forward will trigger the next trainer. I don't want to do that by accident. Okay, so next up is Cole. Okay, so for this fight, we're going to be bringing Jellicent. Did I take the items off? I did. Let me do the frag sheet as well. So that's one for Pyroar, one for Skeledirge, where is Skeledirge? There it is. One for Coco, one for and two for Sharpedo. Sharpedo's been climbing a bit on this gym. Fast flip timbers are pretty nice, and it's actually the only one I have because I missed Barraskewda. But, so, yeah. Okay, so next up is, so Cole. So we're going to be bringing Jellicent, Lantern, Omastar, Tapu Koko, Torkoal, and Drapion. Okay, so I need to teach a few moves. I need to teach Power Gem and Flip Turn to Oma. This is unfortunately does mean that we're going to be dropping a Meteor Beam, but I have the Meteor Beam, I have the TM for it, so I can teach that back later, which is probably most likely going to be for Flannery. And I don't think there's anything else in my box that really wants the Meteor Beam TM, so I'm like okay with using with doing this, especially since this fight is pretty hard. I want Thunder Punch on Coco, and last is Poison Jab on Drapion. That's Dynamo. Icy Wind Flip Turn, Power Gem Flip Turn, Thunder Punch U-Turn, Overheat, Knock Off. Well, actually, it's just Poison Jab. Okay, so we want Covert Cloak. Oh wait, there's one more thing. This is kind of going to be a bit of an odd investment, but I'm going to be giving my Impishment to Jellicent. Otherwise, this matchup against the Slowbro Galar, which is what Jellicent's going to be used for, gets really awkward. This, I think, makes it riskless. So, I don't think Impishment is too valuable, so I'm going to use it. This does lower our special attack, but which actually does help specifically for this fight, and the plus defense is extremely important. Check moves again. Thunder Punch, Poison Jab, and Power Gem Flip Turn. Okay, so now for items. We want Covert Cloak on Jellicent, Lagging Tail on Lantern, Hard Stone on Omastar, Magnet on Tapu Koko, Eject Pack on Torkoal, and Poison Barb on Drapion, which I've not used in a while, apparently. Alright. Oh, wait, Cole's a female. I thought that was a male name. Whatever. Um. Okay, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp first. If this misses, it's fine. It doesn't really change things. It just slightly improves things for us. Alright, nice. Yeah. I guess that's one way to look at it. Because Recover Cloak, Jellicent isn't able to get, So I'm gonna Shadow Ball. I didn't fully think about Spadef drops. That's okay, though. It doesn't... For reference, Slowbro is also Quick Draw, so it's gonna just randomly go faster than me whenever it feels like it. Alright. Okay, so after that damage plus Storm, I should be good in terms of baiting. I want to make sure I'm always baiting a Rotom Discharge. That's incredibly important. I had set up this whole lead specifically for that. So yeah, it's 164. Storm damage is 30, so yeah, it's always going to be Rotom. That's Quick Draw. That's technically not ideal, but it should be fine. I don't think I'm going to take enough damage to bait what you have a Togekiss. Yep, Rotom. Because we're a Ghost type, we can switch out. It should always be Discharge. Yep. Just for reference, Cover Cloak meant that we could have never gotten Gunshot, Poison, Fire Blast, Burn, whatever else. That was also an important part. Go to Lantern. Lantern's immune because Revolt Absorb. Lantern always takes 2 Hex crits, so plus Storm damage. So we're going to use this opportunity to Icy Wind. It's always going for Hex 2. Does a bit more than Air Slash, which is good because it means I doesn't have to worry about flinches. Since we're Lagging Tail, that means we're going to go after this always, which means we can slow Flip Turn. Yeah, this is Rocky Helmet, but that's fine. Actually, I didn't think about that. That might have actually killed Lantern. It's fine. I think it would have probably been like double crit Fiction that would have done that. And like I still would have won, I just would have lost Lantern, which I don't think I'm using it in any upcoming fight anyway, so wouldn't have been a huge deal. Go into Oma. Now that this is at -1, we're faster with Oma, and we kill with Power Gem. Okay, so the first mon, because I have Hardstone, Power Gem, and this hasn't taken a lot of, almost hasn't taken a lot of damage, which means that Extra Sensory doesn't see 2 KO on it. It should be that Togekiss doesn't see that it out-damages me, which means that the first Pokemon that outspeeds and out-damages me is Tentacruel, because that's Scald and I don't do too much to it. Skull 2 shots from this HP range. Should be right. Yep, okay. Okay, so, because Tentacruel isn't... Because this is Tentacruel's first turn out and it has Toxic, that means that Tentacruel is... I think it would be Toxic anyway, because I don't two-shot it, but... especially because it's its first turn out, this should be guaranteed to click Toxic. It's gonna Toxic us so we can slow flip turn out. Why did it Scald there? That's okay though. Oh, right, there's the AI where that if it outspeeds into it KOs, it doesn't click it. Okay, no, never mind, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that doesn't exist for Will-O-Wisp, thankfully. That would have been a big problem if it did. Okay, that didn't matter, though. I always lived Scald there. Hammer Shell Armor. Tapu Koko is faster than this, and we kill with Magnet Thunder Punch. If I knew that was Scald, I could have gone without the Magnet, but that's fine. Okay, so, because the Frostlass has a Quick Claw, it should be the first one that sees that it outspeeds and outdamages me. I also have, like, electric moves, so I don't think Togekiss doesn't actually outdamage me either. But Frostlass being faster is the main thing. Yeah. Since Frostlass doesn't see kill, and it has Will-O-Wisp, since it's the first turn out, it should always be Will-O-Wisp. Let me, like, recheck this. I mean, even if I'm wrong, I have to just U-turn. I can't, like, do anything else. Yeah, it should always be Will-O-Wisp because it's the first turn out. Oh, yeah, I could also just not Quick Claw. But since it should always be Will-O-Wisp, I should be able to go into Torkoal on that. Please, oh god, please tell me this is right. Okay, good. So Frostlass's highest damage move is Hex here. Can't Will-O-Wisp because I'm a fire type. We don't have to worry about burn then. We're just going to overheat, eject, and it shouldn't Icy Wind either because we're already slower. Obviously, we're Torkoal, and it's also has Quick Claw. Why does this even have Icy Wind when it has a quick... I don't know, but... yeah, it should Hex us and we just eject pack overheat out. That doesn't matter, because we're already slower. Going to Drapion, it's last mon Togekiss. Getting this last was very important because Drapion doesn't have a Shed Shell, so the only way it was beating this and surviving is if it was the last mon. We always take Air Slash plus 2 Magma Storm chips, which is always going to be going for Air Slash. If it was Fire Blast, it would be bad because this Togekiss' Blunder Policy, which is a move that if it misses, it increases... Well, actually, that wouldn't be bad because it wouldn't have hit me. Actually, it might have been because I think Storm might have killed me then. Yeah, but but it's gonna always be Air Slash here. We just double Poison Jump with Poison Barb. This always kills. Scary, but we just barely live Air Slash. That was a pretty high roll. Air Slash plus Magma Storm chips. And we're Battle Armor, so we can't crit. Okay. Okay, so that's one for Jellicent. One for Drapion. One for Omastar. One for Tapu Koko. And one for Torkoal. Okay, so this is gonna be the last fight I do for today because this is all I've got. This is the rest I've got. This is all I got planned. This is the last one I have planned. It's Hiker Ellie. It's a sand team, but I gotta. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna jinx myself if I do. So we're gonna bring Hitmonlee, Kingdra. This can be a few stuff, but I'm using Kingdra works. Samurott. Miss Magius. Torkoal again. And Emmy. Okay, so for items, I want Shed Shell on Hitmonlee, Eject Button on Kingdra, Mystic Water on Samurott, no item on Miss Magius, Eject Pack on Torkoal, and Clear Amulet on Emmy. Okay. Okay. So Tyranitar Lee, this is Choppleberry Stealth Rocks. Can be pretty annoying, but I have like the absolute best counter for this possible. I'm gonna fake out first. This fake out damage doesn't actually matter. What I do want is to take a bit of extra chip from Storm plus Sand. So we're gonna fake out. Low kick. This low kick striker boosted. yeah, go one. So yeah, low kick striker boosted low kick one shots this Tyranitar Fruit Choppleberry. Tyranitar is very heavy, so this low kick is very strong, but a pretty crazy thing. No chance for Stealth Rocks for it. So this is going to bait in Fast Kill Camerupt because it has a Quick Claw. So we're going to go for, we have Shed Shell so we can switch out. We're going to go through Eject Button Kingdra. Kingdra can tank any crit from this Camerupt and will always get ejected out. Go into Samurott. Mystic Water flip turn always kills this camera, and we can take any quick claw hit. I mean, it could also not quick claw. It wouldn't have mattered if it did, though. So we go into Miss Magius. Miss Magius is going to take a Storm Tick. And with the Storm Tick plus Sand Tick, it's always going to be baiting in Fast Kill Reveroom. My Miss Magius is very slow, so this is actually Fast Kill. For exactly Spin Out. Can it? Yeah, it's only Spin Out. So we go into Torkoal on the Spin Out. Torkoal always takes Spin Out into Poison Jab plus chip damage. And we eject Pack Overheat out. And go into Emmy. The last Pokemon is Sandrush Stoutland, but Fluffy is so strong that we just don't care about what this goes for. We take Play Rough from it easily, and we have Clear Emmy, so we can't be a track drop. Superpower one-shots it. And also, because this also has Attract, and since we're both female, Attract doesn't work. Like, Retaliate isn't even a problem. We always take that. Why'd I even go clear? Whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Maybe I wasn't thinking of Retaliate. I probably wasn't. It didn't ever kill with crit. She did a bit more than I expected it to. Huh. No, that actually is right, but yeah. But yeah, it never killed with crit. Maybe I did consider it, I'm not sure. Maybe I can't remember. Some of these trainers I planned a bit ago. Okay, well, so that's it for today. Pretty successful series of fights. We had to replan Daniela, but otherwise it went perfectly, no deaths. Let's get the frags on. So it's one for Hitmonlee, one for Samurott, one for Torkoal, and one for Emmy. Okay. So who's live for me to raid? Yeah, I guess the obligatory Narf raid. Let me wait for the ads to end. Okay, there we go.